Hi everyone, welcome to 5 Minute Algo in Java. So, as I started a series where we discuss a most important DSA question in Java in 5 minutes. In every video, I try to just conclude one concept related to Java, and there is an important question as well. I discuss 5 minute one new algorithm. So, if you watch 100 video, then your 100 question will be covered. So it's new series, and today we just discuss a basic math problem. So what is the problem statement? So problem statement is you are given an array A and an element. Array A, array element is 14, 7, 8, 2, and 4, and an element is the length array of length 5. So we have given an array of length n, and you allowed to remove only one element. You have to remove only one element which make the sum of remaining element exactly divisible by 7. So task is that this is an array, and your task to remove the one element from the array. So remaining element will be the divisible by 7. So it's a simple task. So it's not mean you have to remove only one element. You have to remove the minimum of the array element. Minimum. By removing which minimum element, the array will be divisible by 7. Okay. So this is the task, and how we just write a program for it. So if we if we if we take and remove 14 and count the rest of the sum of the rest of the element is divisible by 7, then 14 will be the possible answer. But we do not have to give the 14 as an answer. We have to give the index of minimum number which is removed from the array, then array is divisible by 7. So minimum, if we remove 7, then still array is 14, 8, 22 or 2, 24 or 28 is still divisible. So 7 is the possible answer. And the index corresponding to 7 is 1. So 1 is the answer for it. So how we code it? The task is remove the minimum possible element. If we remove that element, we will get that element is divisible by 7. So I just take a boilerplate code of Java. Is I take a main method, class main and main method. I take an input as from the scanner class and an array list. So instead of array, I take array list. It's more flexible. And so here is an array. At here, this location, we get a array list, which name is num list, and all elements. So we just draw two loop over it. We just run two loop, and every time I'm doing, I just count that one element from the array is not added in the sum. If I start with I is equal to I take a two loop which is I and j, and every time I try to do not add element which is at ith location. Rest of the element is added in sum. So I add, I take a temp variable, and it every time in temp excluding I value is added. So every time I get a sum value. If we check here, so if we I is equal to 1, then rest of the element is added and we conclude the sum. So what I did, I just take a sum of the remaining element and I divide the sum by 7. So after division, I just check if the number remaining sum of the remaining is divisible by 7, then we just assign, we take a two variable for it. We take a two variable. One is sum of number and index. The sum of number is uh, the possible shortest number. We can say Sn is the smallest number is integer dot max value. Whenever we have to go for the minimum, we just take integer dot max value and we go to the minimum. So we find sum of n here, the smallest of n max value here. So every time we just update it value. If the number is smaller than integer dot max value, then we update the smallest number is that particular value, and we store that update the index is ith, whatever the index we just updated. If that number is the smallest, then it will return the that index. So this is the code. If you want to take a screenshot and try run of it later, so you can take it. I just give you in one slide. You just take a screenshot. So this is the problem statement, and this is the code for it. Yeah. So we just conclude that if we have an array, or we can say that if we have an array list, then we just use it to find the number. Just we use this method, like we have an array and minimum element which we have to remove, we will get the answer by this. Thank you.